had a beautiful experience with one of my dear friends who's soul bonded, who is one of the key players that when I hit this spot in my healing journey and my spiritual psychic gifts, intuition, and this was becoming more and more of my life, and yet it felt in some ways that it was still rather segmented or closeted. I had prayed, God, I want to continue doing this, and I just feel like I need a little bit of, human support. I just need um, some friends. I just need some friends to share this with who are in this energy so that I can feel more and more comfortable to bloom, to blossom, to become my higher self, to invite in more depth and growth when it comes to these gifts of healing that are going to be so pivotal on this soul mission. And in comes the arrival of this person to my life. And I had a recent experience where out of the blue, they sent me a message asking for some feedback about what I noticed in their patterning when they become stressed. And that's all it takes. As soon as I receive that message, love hearts, glowing glowing energy from my chest. I'm in love. I love you. I love you so much. I love you. You're amazing, right? I love that. And it's just so rich of confirmation. This is my people. This is my person, right? To not say like, hey, how are you? What are you doing? How's the weather? And to have no intro and to just go right in with like, hey, what do you notice? And looking for this depth of insight for alignment and growth work, trusting me with that. That requires a lot of trust to ask somebody that question. And I love it. And I asked the question in response. I said, and how about for me? Like, what do you notice in my patterning? And the answer was so on point. And I'm like, yeah, 100% accurate. And also was information I've never heard stated quite in that way. Just, boom, what a gift. And sometimes when gifts like that happen, when I receive that, I can feel it. I can feel I've received it. And I haven't fully unopened it. I'm just holding it. And then it will unfold layer by layer over the next coming weeks. And so I'm sure, no doubt, this will continue to happen as this information has arrived to me for a reason, has been beautifully and soulfully reflected back to me in the mirror that this relationship with this person provides to me. And what she said in response is, when you become more stressed, you become more boundaried. You pull your energy inward. Your outward presentation remains kind without your usual openness. You operate from logic and facts, although your intuition is always at play. It's like you stifle and suppress that more, particularly or especially when the environment doesn't feel safe or supportive. I think you briefly second guess your decisions until you get confirmation, right? Like, yes. Ha! Feel those growing pains. I love that. I love that. And this is how I describe that, this to other people. I mean, when I hear things like that, there's a piece that's like, ooh, that's too true. It hurts so good. It doesn't really hurt, but like, I love it. When you work out and the next day you feel that soreness and you have this love relationship with that soreness, right? Where you learn to not complain about the soreness or feel bad about it, but you're like, yeah, baby, let's go. I'm growing. I'm getting some gains, right? This is how I feel when I am doing the emotional, mental, spiritual healing work the same type of way. And to have friends like this who are soul aligned, who have spiritual gifts themselves that allow them to have the language and the vision and the holding space to create safety in which that exchange can happen. What a blessing. What a blessing. What a blessing. There's a foundation of a truth on this soul bond level that I know this person sees the highest form, the divine eternal form of me in their mind's eye when they see me. And that is first and foremost an eye of them. And that deep knowingness and comfort allows this reflection where I can get this critical feedback and this mirrored reflection to see the continued ways in which there may be moments where my triggered default setting is to pull away from myself, to pull away from my internal compass, to stifle my intuition, because my mind is thinking not safe to be seen here, not safe to be in authenticity here. So let's pull that back, wall up a little bit, and lead with logic. Good to know. Totally true. I absolutely agree that happens. And I will continue to be mindful that I have a choice the next times I can feel myself leaning in that direction. Because anytime I'm pulling away from my highest self to drop down into the fear-based associations of what it means to protect self and survival that come from me cutting myself off from my spirit team, is completely in opposition of this ascension, this embodied version of let's get to the most undiluted version of my light body walking on this earth. That is the best thing I could possibly do for myself and everybody else here who's embodied on this planet at the same time as me.